Today, we will take a closer look at the Call of Duty Infinite. I tried. Today, we will take a look at the magnificent and majestic history and lore of the Ark. Look at the Forerunner legacy associated with the installation, its importance to the series, the Ark during Chief Slumber, and much more. Guys, this is Chris here on HaloFollower. Let's get into it. The Ark in the Halo lore. Refuge for all, the Ark was made in order to be a last safe haven for all intelligent life in the galaxy. We know that the Ark was made to produce the Halo rings, but there is still so much more that has yet to be revealed. This holy Ark has a greater story than some would expect, and with Halo Wars 2 practically at our doorsteps, we wanted to flesh out on what we can with the settings for this new game. An introduction to the Ark. The Ark was a monstrosity, dwarfing even amidst the Halo rings. From tip to tip, the Ark reached 79,243 miles, or 127,530 kilometers. That's equivalent to about the distance across the Earth in a straight line 3 times over. At the center sat a foundry, in which the Halo rings were made and produced. Reaching out from the center, there are 8 triangular-shaped sections protruding from the core. This shape gives the impression of a giant metallic flower just floating out in space, and the Forerunners spared no expense when creating this marvelous feat. The weather was usually fair and typical for the Forerunner constructs, but more recent events have caused a drastic change in the stability of the weather and the environments, making the Ark a sometimes very treacherous place for most living species. Forerunner Legacy. The Ark seen in the games is actually the second Ark created by the Forerunners, as they first created an Ark deemed the Greater Ark, and they soon realized that this initial, much larger yet less functional Ark wasn't going to work so well, hence why the Lesser Ark was created. This second Ark was created about 100,000 years before the events of Halo by Master Builder Faber. This smaller, yet more powerful Ark created the Halo rings that cover the galaxy that we see in the games. The Lesser Ark was held to the utmost secrecy, as only the Master Builder knew its exact location at first. As the Flood outmatched the Forerunners, those left still alive took refuge in the Lesser Ark. It was deemed a weapon of last resort, and in the end, the last resort was needed. The last remaining Forerunners fired the Halo rings just before the Flood could reach them at the second Ark. From that point on, the Ark sat mostly dormant and forgotten for tens of thousands of years, until an insane prophet discovered the great portal of Earth. Halo 3's story. When Truth opened the portal of Void, his Covenant Armada, along with the UNSC Forward to Dawn and a batch of elite-controlled ships, entered the portal, and they all came out at the Ark with the Covenant and the Prophet of Truth working hard to activate all the rings from the Ark, preparing to their path of glory, aka the Great Journey. Upon the Ark, many battles took place as the fate of the galaxy was on the line. When all looked lost, Master Chief, with the help of others, was able to stop Truth and the Covenant just in time. However, the threat of the Flood was still smack dab right in the forefront of urgent problems needing to be addressed. The eventual plan was to prematurely fire the Halo ring replacement being created on the Ark. The plan succeeded in destroying the Flood, but it also destroyed the ring, and the Ark was severely damaged. At this point, the Ark became even more of a hostile and relentless place, ever becoming more deadly. The Ark during Chief's sleep. In March 2553, Oni sent probes to analyze what was left of the Ark after the ring's firing. The probes were able to confirm that the Ark was still active and still around, although, like what Cortana said, heavily damaged. Later on, the UNSC Rubicon was sent to explore the Ark. The ship sent teams down to the Ark's surface, which soon proved to be a big mistake. The Ark's weather was much more hostile than before, acting almost completely unnatural. The harsh environment, plus a world full of deadly creatures, took advantage of the teams sent to the Ark, and all but one team was lost to the new craziness that was the Ark. 2 years later, the galaxy was once again on the line as the Ark's monitor, Tragic Solitude, activated the Halo rings and a countdown was set in place before they would be fired. This was all a part of Solitude's master plan of getting someone to come to the Ark and its now fixed portal in hopes of sending Forerunner mining machines, called Retrievers, to the origin planet of whoever came through the portal in order to mine that planet for resources and repair the Ark. Luckily, a joint team of humans, elites, and an engineer was able to stop the firing sequence and end Solitude's diabolical plan and ended the Monitor himself. The Ark was now secured, although still completely not safe. Many research settlements were built by the UNSC and thus began a time of mostly safe discoveries after that point, until one day, the beast, Atriox, and his Banished came to the Ark with plans of their own. And the Ark has plenty of more stories to tell us that I'm sure we will find out very, very soon. The Ark is a great place in the Halo universe, and going back to it in Halo Wars 2 is going to be one hell of a blast. Well guys, thank you so much for watching. That is a wrap, but big question to you guys before you go, answer this. What other lore pertaining to Halo Wars or Halo in general do you want to hear about next? Please, please, please let us know down in the comment section below. If you ended up enjoying, by the way, be sure to drop this video a like and share it to your buds that might like Halo as well, and tell them to subscribe, especially if you haven't subscribed yet. So subscribe if you haven't. Alright, see you guys later. Peace.